so it is a beautiful day outside. There is the bike. I got the jacket out because I actually rode it the other day. No footage of that though. I don't have my camera set up yet still. I'm lazy. But we are messing with the Mustang. So I didn't figure I'd do too big of a tutorial on this. I'll do a little bit of tutorial on this part. But for this, it's pretty straightforward. Tape off the stuff you don't want and plasti dip. I'll show you guys the finished product, but I think it's going to look really cool, something different. I've seen a few guys do it, and it looks really cool in my opinion. So you guys will see that here in a minute. Plasti dip, the good thing about it is if you don't like it, you just peel it off. So we're not going to have to worry too much about it if I don't like it or if it comes out really bad. Okay guys, so on here, took off my engine cover and the ignition covers, or the coil covers, whatever you want to call them. We washed them down. You can see this one's still a little bit wet. We're going to dry everything off. We are going to be painting these. I'm not going to tell you exactly what colors, but it is going to go with the theme of the car. I'm not going to tell you which part is what. We'll save that for later. But basically all we're doing is we are wiping them down, drying them off. We might hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, but from what I've read and what I've seen people do, you don't have to go through too much prep with these. And the paint we got is fairly heat resistant, so there shouldn't be anything super attention detail they can take care of on these. Okay, just a quick little update when we're doing these. We are going to be doing different colors for the accents here, so we're covering in these to give this a good spray so this doesn't have, so we don't have to work as hard in terms of layering to get a color to cover up on that. We went ahead and did them both on there. We're not too worried about the letters. We're just not going to spray it too much in the letter area. I think that should be fine. There's the big engine cover. We went ahead and covered the sides and did some work there on the 5.0 part. This is going black. It's gloss black. There's going to be texture because the cover is naturally textured. But we got some gloss clear to brighten it up a little bit once we get everything layered up and done. So it's going to be popping pretty good. I got some plans with my LED guy to get some LEDs in the engine to make it really pop. That is working on going. We're about 3 coats in on that. But I'm taking it very light. I'm being very careful. I don't want any overspray. And we got nothing but time. So that's getting closer. We're getting here. It's going to be an all-nighter though. So we'll keep updated later. Quick update. The garage is still a goddamn mess. But we have finished doing our black. Came out a lot better than that dark color that it was. As you can see, there's still the texture. I wanted to keep that though. We decided not to sand. So what we're doing now is, as you can see on this one, we're covering that up because we're going to do another color with that. So we're going to keep that safe from painting this light gray. And inversely on here, we took off where it was covered there. We're gonna basically cover all the black and then paint again. We are on about the 5th coat for that, 5th or 6th coat. I'm going very light though. I want to just work on it all night just to make sure it's completely covered. Now there is a plasti dip. I'm not sure how it's going to show on the camera. There is a texture to it, but it's not too bad. Still looks fairly nice. We did get some clear. I don't know if I mentioned that in that last clip. We did get some clear Glossify. Focusing over on Nick. Glossifier. So it's gonna glossen that up to hopefully make it look like gloss black, like my rims and my flag. But we're gonna keep taping and painting. So we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so here is the final finished product of the front bumper and of the engine covers. So I'm going to go over with you real quick just basically how everything turned out on here. Now it did come out pretty good in terms of layers. It feels good, feels solid. However, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to focus. You can see along the edges, it's not a super clean cut, but the second you get a foot away, or a few feet away, you have no idea. You don't notice it. Now, for me, it's a little OCD about it because I like my car perfect. So It's a little annoying, but overall consensus is that people love it. Now, if you can see in here too, between the grill and the bumper, there is a gap, just because I couldn't get any under there from the newspapering. So it's also got a few spots on it here and there, but the little drops clean up really quick. It's no problem. I haven't tried washing the car yet. Ooh, that doesn't look good. So it is bubbled up there. But I don't think I'm going to leave this on much longer. I do like it, but it's just like I said, it's not perfect. So if you guys want to try it, I definitely recommend it. I think it looks fantastic. Definitely changes the look of the car, but maybe invest a little bit more time in terms of taping. I thought I did pretty good, but I guess not. I did do a bunch of layers though, so it's going to come off really easy when I do decide to take it off. Plasti Dip is a fantastic product if you guys have never used it. Continuing on, these as well didn't come out perfect, but not too bad for a rattle cam job. And I think we finished at 1:30 in the morning. So looks pretty good at a distance. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, like I said, being OCD, I do see a little bit more things than other people aren't on here. Right. Let's see, focus. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but right there and there is a fingerprint. Here is not too bad. I can just spray, or I can just get some alcohol wipe and remove the little bit of overspray there. There's a little spot. Let's see, focus is in the wrong area. And there's a spot here. Now there was overspray. The one time I did overspray this whole thing, and it did come down a little bit, so it's a little uneven there. Getting on around the corner, right there. There's a texture spot there. Something fell onto it. We tried to grab it, but as you guys know, rattle can jobs are not always perfect. So we got that little spot there. Kind of a pain in the butt, but again, you step back a little bit, you're not going to notice it. And then onto these sides. These sides turned out really well. I wish the color would have gone better in the letters, but that is just something very, very hard to complete. Just the way we had to tape everything, it's just going to be hard to do in general with the tools we had. You can see here on the other side. All in all, it turned out really good. And as little as I pop the hood, it's not gonna make too much of a difference for me. So what it is now, I'm really happy with it. Okay, so last thoughts. Just did a little quick cut from putting the hood down. If you guys want to go with the front, I definitely recommend it. I think it looks good. Like I said, I think I'm going to be taking mine off just because I'm not super happy with it in terms of, like I said, the spots there. It's not a perfect clean cut line. Just messing with me. But if you guys do it, take your time. I know I did light coats. I did 7 or 8 light coats, and that's really going to make the difference in terms of taking it off. You can go heavy coats, definitely, but we had 12 hours to mess with it, so I figured just light coats here and there. I think it's going to be, in the long run, taking that extra time is going to make it a lot easier in terms of cleanup. That was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.